broadcast corned beef hash, served with love, pride, and an occasional egg.
Potato skins can be baked or deep fried.
Casserole is just one of the tasty dishes you can make with Spam.
Step into the 1950s and relish the nostalgic flavors of classic American cuisine. Indulge in delightful dishes that capture the essence of a golden era, bringing back cherished memories with every bite. Discover what made these iconic meals so beloved and savor the authentic taste of history today. Join us as we look at 20 famous recipes from the 1950s we want back.
Here's a recipe for turkey tetrazzini from an All Recipes member who notes, "This easy pasta dish is a great way to use the turkey leftovers."
Turkey tetrazzini is made of turkey pieces and mushrooms in a rich sherry sauce, often topped with breadcrumbs and cheese. The dish was made by sautéing mushrooms in butter until they were golden. Then turkey was added, absorbing the savory flavors. A cream, sherry, and nutmeg sauce was poured over the turkey and mushrooms, creating a delicious base. The true charm was in combining these ingredients. Cooked pasta, typically linguine or spaghetti, was folded into the creamy mixture, ensuring every strand was coated with the sauce. The dish could also be served with garlic bread and a simple green salad. After Thanksgiving, this dish was perfect to use up as a leftover turkey. Tetrazzini was popular from the early 1900s through the 1950s and saw a resurgence in the 1960s. Several healthier meal versions were printed later, but didn't gain popularity. Next, we have a hearty favorite that brings smiles to the dinner table.
Porcupine meatballs, a budget recipe that's been around since or before the Great Depression. Yes, dollar-friendly, easy to make, freezable, and delicious.
Porcupine meatballs. This dish originated during the Great Depression when resourceful home cooks needed to stretch their food budgets. The combination of affordable rice and a small amount of meat created an economical meal everyone could enjoy. These meatballs get their name from how rice pokes out of the meat, resembling a porcupine. The ground beef was mixed with uncooked rice, onion, and spices. Each meatball was hand-rolled so that the rice was evenly distributed. The meal was then cooked in red sauce. As the meatballs cooked, the rice expanded, creating the signature porcupine look. The tomato sauce added a layer of depth to the dish. These meatballs were enjoyed by families looking for homemade meals. The dish is less popular today, but has gradually grown over the years. Let's brighten things up with a zesty delight, lemon chicken.
Here we go. This is my ultimate Chinese lemon chicken. It's fresher, it's lighter.
Emerging in the 1960s and 70s from Hong Kong's Cha Chan Ting restaurants, lemon chicken became popular internationally, especially in Western countries, as a Chinese takeout and restaurant menu item. This classic recipe combines the fresh flavors of lemon with savory chicken, creating a balance that tantalizes the taste buds. The meal is cooked by marinating chicken pieces in a mixture of lemon juice, garlic, and herbs, making every bite rich and zesty. The chicken was baked after the marination, resulting in a slightly caramelized crust. For an added flavor, people often sprinkled some fresh lemon zest over the chicken just before serving. It paired wonderfully with various sides like roasted vegetables, rice, or a crisp green salad. The best part is that lemon chicken remains on many Chinese restaurant menus today. It continues to be enjoyed by those seeking a familiar and crowd-pleasing Chinese American-style meal. Now let's dive into a luxurious seafood delight, shrimp Newburg.
I'm featuring a special entree today, seafood Newburg.
Prepare to delight your taste buds with shrimp Newburg, a dish that brings indulgence to your table. Shrimp are sautéed in butter until perfectly pink and tender, then set aside while a luxurious sauce is crafted. A rich blend of cream, sherry, and cayenne pepper is simmered to a velvety consistency in the same pan. The shrimp are reintroduced, soaking in the creamy, flavorful goodness, creating an exquisite dining experience that will impress. Shrimp Newburg first appeared in the 1880s at the famous Delmonico's restaurant in New York City. The dish was believed to be inspired by lobster Newburg, which was created a few years earlier. Shrimp Newburg was served over toast points, rice, or even pasta. A sprinkle of fresh parsley added an extra layer of flavor to the dish. Shrimp Newburg is still found on menus of classic American restaurants, offering a taste of old-world luxury. Let's dive into deviled crab's spicy savory delight, which will tantalize your taste buds.
Alright, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make Gigmaster's secret deviled crab cakes.
Deviled crab emerged in the early 20th century in Ybor City, Florida. During a 10-month strike, it became a popular street food among Ybor City's cigar factory workers. This classic recipe combined crab meat with a medley of flavorful ingredients, with the key to deviled crab being its perfectly balanced blend of spices. The process started by mixing crab meat with breadcrumbs, mustard, mayonnaise, and spices like paprika and cayenne pepper. The mixture was then spooned back into the crab shells, creating individual servings. Then breadcrumbs were added to give it a crunch after baking. The result was a creamy and rich dish on the inside and crunchy on the outside. It was often served with lemon wedges and a side of coleslaw or a green salad for a complete meal. Deviled crab remained a beloved dish in the Tampa Bay area, particularly at local spots like Pappy's Devil Crabs, which continued to carry on the tradition. Next, let's revisit a pantry staple, Spam casserole.
Howdy folks, and welcome to the Hillbilly Kitchen. Today we're going to be making Spam casserole.
Introduced during World War II, Spam was popular for its affordability and long shelf life. This meal showcased the ingenuity of home cooks who turned simple canned meat into a full-fledged meal, a testament to the resourcefulness of past generations. Layers of sliced Spam, potatoes, and onions baked in a creamy sauce made this dish rich and comforting. Thin slices of Spam were layered in a baking dish with potatoes and onions. A creamy sauce of condensed soup and milk was poured over the layers, ensuring flavorful bites. A sprinkle of cheese on top added a golden, melty finish. Spam casserole epitomized comfort food. It was often paired with steamed vegetables or a fresh salad. Next, we embrace the light, airy delight of a true French classic, cheese soufflé.
Hello, this is Chef John from foodwishes.com with Easy Cheese Soufflé.
In France, cheese soufflé began gaining popularity in the early 18th century. It was further developed and popularized by renowned chefs like Vincent LaChapelle and Marie-Antoine Carême in the early 19th century. Cheese soufflé was made with simple ingredients but required a delicate touch to achieve its fluffy texture. A smooth sauce was made with butter, flour, and milk, enriched with grated Gruyere or cheddar cheese and a pinch of nutmeg. This mixture was folded into beaten egg whites, creating an airy batter that rose beautifully in the oven. The soufflé was baked until golden and puffed, with a slightly crispy top and a soft, creamy interior. It was served immediately to enjoy its airy texture at its best, often as a main dish for brunch or even a light dinner. It remained a classic French dish served in high-end restaurants and enjoyed by many home cooks looking to impress their guests. Let's dig into a crispy, cheesy delight perfect for any gathering, potato skins.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's recipe, I am going to be showing you guys how to make this super simple potato skins recipe.
Potato skins were first known to have been served in a 1974 issue of Gourmet magazine and quickly became a staple appetizer in American restaurants. Potato skins were a favorite appetizer. Baking potato halves made these tasty treats until they were tender, then scooped out the insides to create little boats ready to be filled. The scooped out potatoes were brushed with butter and baked again until crispy and golden. Then they were loaded with cheese and crispy bacon bits. The potatoes were returned to the oven long enough to melt the cheese. The dish was perfect for game day, parties, or even a fun side dish. While their popularity peaked in the 70s and 80s, potato skins remain a classic appetizer. They're still a favorite for home cooks looking for a tasty, easy-to-make snack. Next, we chill things down with a sophisticated starter, jellied consommé. Clarified broths originated in France during the Middle Ages. They are particularly favored in French haute cuisine, serving as the basis for various soups and laying the foundation for modern gelatin desserts. Jellied consommé is a chilled soup that is both light and flavorful. It begins with a rich broth of meat, vegetables, and aromatics. The broth is clarified using egg whites and ground meat to trap impurities, resulting in a crystal clear consommé. Gelatin is then added to set the broth into a delicate jelly, creating a transparent and flavorful dish served chilled. The labor-intensive preparation of jellied consommé has contributed to its reduced popularity today. However, it remains a testament to the skill and artistry of classic French cooking. Next, we explore a build-your-own dish that's fun and versatile: Hawaiian haystacks.
Aloha, foodies! Today on the Stay-at-Home Chef, we are making Hawaiian haystacks.
Hawaiian haystacks emerged in the mid-20th century in the United States, inspired by the Midwest popular hot dish casseroles. This dish became popular in the 1950s and 60s when convenience and family-friendly meals were in high demand. Hawaiian haystacks featured a base of rice and chicken in a creamy sauce, topped with various tasty additions. The dish's base included cooked rice and a creamy chicken sauce. The sauce was made with shredded chicken mixed into seasoned gravy. It was often enhanced with condensed soup, broth, and seasonings. Once the base was ready, an array of toppings was set for everyone. Common toppings included pineapple chunks, shredded cheese, chow mein noodles, diced tomatoes, sliced olives, green onions, coconut flakes, and even slivered almonds. The beauty of Hawaiian haystacks lay in its customization. Each person could add their favorite toppings, making every plate unique. Today, the dish is not as novel as newer culinary trends. Now we savor a flavorful classic perfect for breakfast or dinner: corned beef hash.
Beef and taters to chew, crisp through and through, hearty too. Merry kitchen hash, I love you.
The early recipes of this dish appeared in cookbooks from the 1890s. It likely originated even earlier as a way to use up leftover corned beef. The dish became particularly popular in the U.S., especially among Irish American communities, which brought corned beef recipes with them when immigrants arrived. This meal combined corned beef, potatoes, and onions, all fried together until crispy and golden. It was a satisfying dish with every bite that promised a comforting, enjoyable experience. The dish was made by chopping cooked corned beef into small pieces, butter or oil was heated in a large skillet, and diced potatoes and onions were added. Then the corned beef was added and cooked until crisped. Some variations included adding bell peppers, garlic, or spices like paprika to enhance the flavors. It was often topped with a fried or poached egg, and the runny yolk added a layer of richness. This dish was a staple in American households during and after World War II, when rationing made canned corned beef a popular pantry item. It's still a favorite at diners and family-style restaurants, cherished for its comforting flavors. Let's indulge in a sweet treat that's perfect for any occasion. Yes, we're talking about the chocolate roll.
Guys, today we're making one of my favorite childhood treats, chocolate cake roll.
Chocolate rolls have been around since at least the 19th century, with early recipes for similar rolled cakes dating back to the 1800s in Europe. It has likely evolved from the creative efforts of home cooks and professional bakers in Europe looking for new ways to use chocolate in desserts. This dessert featured an airy chocolate sponge cake rolled around a whipped cream or frosting filling. The cake created spirals that were as pleasing to the eye as they were to the palate. A light and fluffy chocolate sponge cake batter was whipped using eggs, sugar, flour, cocoa powder, and vanilla to make this. The batter was spread evenly on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and baked until the cake was set. The key to a perfect chocolate roll was to ensure the cake was moist and pliable, making it easy to roll without cracking. While the cake was still warm, it was rolled up in a kitchen towel dusted with powdered sugar, which helped set the roll shape. Once cooled, the cake was carefully unrolled and a layer of whipped cream or any other frosting was added. It was rolled back up tightly, ensuring the filling was evenly distributed. The finished roll was dusted with powdered sugar or cocoa powder or drizzled with melted chocolate for an extra touch of elegance. The cake was then sliced into beautiful spirals and served. Next, experience the timeless elegance of blancmange, a creamy almond-flavored delight cherished for centuries for its silky texture and rich, delicate flavor.
This episode, we are making blancmange. Simply translated, that is white food.
Blancmange is a smooth, velvety dessert that satisfies any sweet tooth with its delicate, almond-flavored allure. Originating in medieval Europe, it was traditionally made from milk or cream, thickened with gelatin or cornstarch, and flavored with almonds or almond extract. Derived from a Middle Eastern dish, It evolved from a savory dish with meat, milk, and rice into a beloved sweet pudding, known by various names across Europe: blancmanger in France, manjar blanco in Spain, and blancmange d'air in Italy. This timeless treat has delighted palates for centuries. It's made by heating milk or cream in a saucepan with sugar and a thickening agent like gelatin or cornstarch. The mixture is stirred constantly to ensure it's smooth and lump-free. Once it is thickened, almond extract is added to infuse the dessert with its signature flavor. The dessert is then refrigerated until set. The result was a dessert that could be garnished with fresh fruit, nuts, or a drizzle of fruit sauce for added flavor. Blancmange was served cold, making it a light end to any meal. Originally enjoyed by the upper classes, blancmange was also considered an ideal food for the sick due to its light, delicate nature. We'll set the night on fire with a spectacular dessert, Cherry Jubilee.
Today we're going to be showing you how to make Cherry's Jubilee, which was a dish originally created by Auguste Escoffier for the celebration of Queen Victoria's coronation.
Cherry Jubilee's origins can be traced back to the 19th century when it was created by the French chef Auguste Escoffier in honor of Queen Victoria's Jubilee celebration. Its history and association with royalty add a touch of grandeur to this dessert. Cherry Jubilee found its way into home kitchens worldwide, cherished for its straightforward preparation and the joy it brings to any gathering. Cherry Jubilee is a classic dessert that has been made for generations. This dish combines cherry sweetness with liqueur and is often flambéed for a dramatic presentation. The result is a warm, flavorful sauce that pairs perfectly with vanilla ice cream. This dessert tastes heavenly and offers a stunning experience, making it a favorite for special occasions and fine dining experiences. Start by pitting fresh or frozen cherries and gently cooking them in a saucepan with the sugar and a splash of lemon juice. The mixture became a syrupy delight as the cherries softened and released their juices. When the liqueur was added, it ignited the alcohol, creating flames that caramelized the sugars and deepened the flavors. Next, let's delve into the irresistible charm of Coca-Cola cake, a beloved southern dessert with a unique twist, blending rich, moist layers with the iconic flavor of Coca-Cola for a truly nostalgic treat.
Hello, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making an old Southern classic, and that's a Coca-Cola cake.
The origins of Coca-Cola cake trace back to the mid-20th century, when inventive home cooks in the southern United States began incorporating the popular beverage into their baking. This rich, moist chocolate cake gains a unique flavor and tender texture from an unexpected ingredient, Coca-Cola, which adds a subtle sweetness and depth. Topped with decadent chocolate frosting, Coca-Cola cake quickly became a crowd pleaser, perfect for family gatherings, potlucks, and special occasions. The creation process is straightforward, yet yields impressive results. The batter combines flour, sugar, and cocoa with melted butter and a generous amount of Coca-Cola. Buttermilk is added to ensure the cake remains moist. Once baked, the cake is topped with a warm chocolate frosting with more Coca-Cola, butter, cocoa, and powdered sugar. This frosting seeps into the cake, creating a glossy, fudgy layer that perfectly complements the soft crumb. Next, we have a whimsical dish perfect for potlucks, frog eye salad.
I'm Amy, this is House of Nash Eats, and today we are making frog eye salad.
Frog eye salad, with its playful name, often surprised those unfamiliar. This unique salad was a staple at potlucks, family gatherings, and summer picnics, particularly in the American Midwest. Despite its name, it contains no frogs. Instead, it features acini di pepe pasta, which resembles tiny frog eyes. To prepare frog eye salad, the pasta is cooked until tender, then rinsed and drained. The pasta is mixed with a sweet, creamy base from whipped topping, egg yolk-based custard, and pineapple juice. Oranges, pineapple, and cherries add flavor, while mini marshmallows and shredded coconut add extra texture. The result is a creamy, tangy, and slightly chewy salad that's both refreshing and satisfying. Some cooks like to add chopped nuts for a crunchy element or substitute yogurt for the whipped topping for a healthier twist. Others experiment with different fruits or incorporate flavored gelatin into the custard for an extra layer of flavor. The possibilities are endless, allowing for creative personal touches. Ready to get into a visually striking addition to any party platter? How about ribbon sandwiches? Ribbon sandwiches are perfect for tea parties, bridal showers, and elegant gatherings. These beautifully layered sandwiches offer various flavors and textures that make them a treat for the palate. The name ribbon sandwiches comes from their appearance, as the colorful layers of fillings between slices of bread resemble decorative ribbons. The classic preparation of ribbon sandwiches involve using 3 types of bread, often white, whole wheat, and rye, to create a striking contrast. Popular fillings included a creamy cheese spread, ham or chicken salad, and a layer of vegetable spread. The layers were carefully stacked, then the edges were trimmed to reveal the colorful layers. People also used hummus, roasted red peppers, and cucumber slices as fillings for a Mediterranean twist. Classic combinations like egg salad, tuna salad, and thinly sliced cucumbers work beautifully for a traditional approach. The key was choosing flavorful, colorful, and complementary spreads and fillings. They were a huge convenience for hosts and could easily be adapted to suit different dietary preferences. Now, let's indulge in the luxurious allure of salmon mousse, a sumptuous spread guaranteed to impress and delight your taste buds. This flavorful spread was perfect for appetizers, served on crackers, toast points, or as a filling for pastry shells. To make salmon mousse, you begin with the smoked salmon. The salmon was blended with cream cheese to create a creamy base, while sour cream or mayonnaise added extra smoothness. Lemon juice and chopped dill give the mousse a refreshing brightness, balancing the richness of the salmon and cream cheese. It could be piped into cucumber cups, spooned into endive leaves, or shaped using a decorative mold to create an eye-catching centerpiece. Once made, it was chilled in the refrigerator for a few hours to allow the flavors to meld and the texture to firm up. This make-ahead convenience meant less stress for the host and ensured the mousse was perfectly set when it was time to serve. This creamy, dreamy treat is sure to please. Next, we'll talk about heavenly hash. This creamy concoction combines marshmallows, chocolate, and nuts, creating a harmony of textures and flavors. Heavenly hash is a favorite, often served as a chilled salad or a dessert. By folding marshmallows into a mixture of whipped cream or sour cream, this creamy base provided a texture that complemented other ingredients. A generous helping of chocolate chips or chunks was added, which melted slightly into the mixture, creating a delightful pocket of chocolate goodness. While the classic recipe was always a hit, there were countless ways to customize it to suit your taste. White and dark chocolate chips were also incorporated for a more indulgent version, and pineapple and berries provided a fresher taste. Let's talk about the no-bake treat perfect for summer: icebox cake.
We're going to make a no-bake, strawberry, delicious, I'm going to call it icebox cake, but we're just going to call it a strawberry dessert.
Icebox cake is a classic that has been a staple in American households for decades. It's prized for its ease of preparation and rich, creamy flavor. It's typically made by layering cookies with whipped cream and letting it sit in the refrigerator to set. The cookies soften and meld with the cream, creating a cake-like texture without any baking required. The traditional version of icebox cake uses chocolate wafer cookies and homemade whipped cream. It was made by whipping heavy cream with sugar and vanilla until stiff peaks form. The cookies and whipped cream were layered in a loaf pan or dish, beginning and ending with a layer of whipped cream. The cake is then chilled in the refrigerator for several hours or overnight. During this time, the cookies absorbed moisture from the whipped cream, becoming soft and cake-like. Any cookie or cracker can be used for the layers, and the fillings can be customized to suit your taste. Use graham crackers and whipped cream and fresh berries for a fruity twist. Incorporate layers of chocolate mousse or caramel sauce for a more decadent version.